Although most actors are happy just to star in a good film, some want to take it to the next level. That's exactly what Sandra Bullock has done in her latest movie. It's called Gun Shy. She not only stars in the film, she produced it. Sandra, how you doing?
Well said.
You like that?
Influx just going right up. Hey, there it is there.
How are you?
I'm good.
You look terrific.
I feel good. Thank you.
You've co-produced some other things, but this is the first thing you ever did all by your lonesome, yeah?
Other than short films, this is the first one that I did.
How come this one?
Timing. I was working with the writer on him adapting something else that I had, and he said, this is something that I'd like to direct. And all the short films that we'd done were first-time writer-directors, and you know, you can only practice so much, you might as well try it.
And you didn't think you were taking a big chance with the first-time director?
You always do. Always, always, always. Every time I love doing it, but I think every time you do it, it can either be a great experience or an absolute nightmare. And I think I like that gamble.
Yeah, how tough to get the film made, though?
Hard. I mean, in order to get this one made, I had to, I don't have a large part, I have a smaller part, but I had to take on a partner to get financing, and then you have to proceed to beg other actors to do it. But the script was so strong that, you know, we got the likes of Liam Neeson and Oliver Platt and Mary McCormick, and a great cast that were just willing to, like, waive the fee. You know, I'm sure their agents don't want to don't say waive the fee, but that's what they did. You know,
what do you do? Give them points on the back end?
You give them a little points on the back end, but you give them a role that normally they would never get. You know, it's definitely a character-driven piece. Liam, most people don't go, ooh, comedian, even though he's incredibly funny. Oliver Platt is just, no one's cast to type in this film whatsoever. So I think actors are always willing to do a great part for, you know, small amounts of cash, if it's something that usually they aren't going to be given the opportunity to do.
Okay, it's your company, you're the executive producer. I would think most people given that chance would put themselves up in lights. Instead, you give yourself a supporting role.
I had no desire to be, because, well, A, there were no big female parts in it. It's about these guys, and I didn't want to be in it. I mean, I like the smaller part because there's some funny moments, but it wasn't the priority. I mean, if you're there 16 hours a day for almost 2 years now, you know, we've been working on this, you don't have the time to, you know, you don't want to worry about what your close-up is going to look like. Yeah. And it wasn't appropriate. There wasn't anything in it for me.
Speaking of propriety, let's take a look at the proverbial clip, because we should give a little background on this. Liam Neeson plays...
No pun intended.
No pun intended. Private joke. Liam Neeson plays an undercover DEA agent, right, who has some real gastrointestinal problems, shall we say.
Yes.
And you're a nurse who helps him out, and you have your own little strange quirks and everything else.
It's my job.
I understand that.
Yes.
Let's roll the clip.
Okay. Charlie Mayo?
It's Mayo.
Judy Tipp? I'm Leanna McQueen.
This is a man's world.
Where are you from? Ireland. Top of the morning to you. Lucky Charms, magically delicious. Irish Spring, do you guys really use it? Just relax, big guy.
Okay, is this the first film that you know of where boy meets girl and they fall in love because girl gave boy an enema?
I believe so. We did a lot of research because we wanted to be original. We wanted to have something that was cutting edge, something that no one else was doing on film. And I think we're the first.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, look, having finished the film, putting on your producer hat, can you judge it objectively?
Not at all.
What are your hopes for the production company? I mean, do you want it to be in big competition with the big studios?
No,
or do you want just something to dabble with after you're
No, I mean, the thing that what I'd like to do, which we've been trying, is to make it an entity that is not, that doesn't need me to be included. I mean, on an acting level and as a personality level. I love the production end of things. I always have. Whether it's small independent films, whether it's short films, whether it's something larger that I might be in. I would like for it to be self-supporting, and because we have an incredible group of people that work there, so it has nothing to do with me, really.
It also gives you the chance to discover people. You put a band on this album that who's going to be on later in the program. They're going to be playing for us. The Bob Schneider Band.
Well, it's Bob Schneider, and the band is Lonely Land.
Okay, and you found them.
Yeah,
and you put them on the
find them. They just happened to be in the same place I was.
Okay, all right. But you found them in terms of getting a big break.
Yeah, there are two huge bands in Austin. They have a band called the Scabs who are also on the soundtrack, and I'd heard them a couple of years ago and fell in love with their music, and we needed a very specific sound for this, and we were developing the soundtrack, and when things didn't work and they were too poppy sounding or they were too, it just failed, and they had that irony and that sort of darkness that we needed, and they came through like gangbusters.
Terrific.
And they were
so you're looking to be a music producer as well as a movie producer?
No, that's another industry I'm learning something about. No, but I love the idea of music. I love what it says and where it can move you, and just it was sort of, I wanted to get my fingers in everything, and I did, and whether I do it again.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
It's terrific. Not lacking for enthusiasm, but then again, you never are. Next time you come back, we'll talk about Speed 3.
Oh, you're so funny. You're killing me. Oh, my side is killing me. You're funny.
Sandra, thanks.
Thank you.
Good luck with it. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Almost done shy. And Bob Schneider Band is going to be along a little bit later.